Warning. The show you're about to see contains material unsuitable for children and questionable among most adults. Viewer discretion is advised.
Hi, everybody. How are you? My name's Chris Gethard, and for about 3.5 years, Wednesdays at 11 on MNN4, you've seen The Chris Gethard Show, which I was very happy to be at the helm of. And Chris Gethard Show is moving to a different locale. We're moving on. We're retiring it. I'm going to go get dinner with Jon Stewart's family. It's going to be a whole thing. But I'm not that sad. I'm not that sad at all because we really thought about it, and I'm able to say with pride that I'm handing off this slot to a person who I know will take great care of it, a guy who I know works probably even harder than I do, and I'm already a notorious workaholic. He's one of the most innovative comedians going in New York today. I think he's been doing the most brilliant stuff for the past year or two around town, and if there's anybody who's going to take good care of this time slot, it's my friend and yours, Mr. Brett Davis, ladies and gentlemen.
Thanks, guys. So very nice of you. I haven't done anything yet, though. Welcome to the debut edition of The Special with Brett Davis. First off, such an honor to be taking this time slot from Chris Gethard. Whoa.
With Brett Davis! Appearing tonight, Jake Fogelnest! Musical guest, Washer! A short by Tynan DeLong! Here's your host.
Stand. Didn't expect this. Jesus Christ. Hello, everyone. My name is John Jethill. They just asked me to kind of run up here and, is it vamping? Luckily, I'm good with speaking to crowds. I'm actually an adjunct college professor at Rutgers University. Was. Did not keep that job. But I do kind of teach English and all sorts of things around the tri-state area, various liberal arts colleges. I'll tell you a little bit more about myself. I'm a candle enthusiast. I'm a walker. Candles. Oh, I'm a poet. I don't know if any of you were at this past year's Geraldine R. Dodge Poetry Festival. But you may have seen my table. I was selling copies of my zine book. It's called Parkway Pleasures and Turnpike Terrors. And it's a collection of poems about my home state of New Jersey. I'm from Passaic, home of the Ronettes. This is Henry on the keys. He's friends with the show, and he joins me on poetry nights, and I like to have a little musical accompaniment. So if we're not doing anything, might as well do some of my poems. Right? And I think we'll have fun doing them. Early Sunday morning, alone on Hudson Street, looking at the towers, or where they used to be. Lives were lost and wars began, but that's not why I cry. It's that missing piece of city, filled with empty sky. 9/11. Not fun enough, I guess. Sorry, I think we can all agree that there's one worse day than 9/11, and it's 2/14. Am I right, everybody? Got a big day coming up. Do we have any lonely hearts in the crowd? I'm pretty goddamn lonely. You are not my girlfriend. But you came with me to prom. And you were at my graduation, but you were not my dad or mom. You were with me at Russ and Daughters when I got myself a treat. This poem is for you. Ode to Empty Seat. I'm bringing everybody down. Here's a fun one. Let me get a little jazzy. You know, sometimes love comes in many shapes and sizes. Sometimes it's something that happens over decades, and other times it's something that sticks with you in just an instant. This is one of those stories. Next stop, New York! Yelled to the last two in the car. With her, it felt like minutes, but we had gone so far. Sitting with a girl who would one day star in my dreams, she put her hand upon my knee and woke the snake inside my jeans. I started off slow, with one and then two fingers. I didn't wash my hands for days. I wanted it to linger. And if kissing with tongue was like jazz, I would call it Charles Mingus. But I'm like Miles Davis when it comes to cunnilingus. I tasted her gash. Then she ran off in a dash. She left with my hash and was gone in a flash. And I was left with an empty bottle of gin and a little bit of a mess on my chin. On a train. It's a little too much.
Not going so well, John. Pardon me, sir.
Excuse me?
Please make some room. Thank you.
What are you doing here?
Oh, they'll let anybody host a TV show, won't they, John?
I just ran in you, so.
You just ran in here. I saw what happened. Where do you get off?
Look, it's fine. fine when you do it in the streets. It's fine when you even come into my classroom and do it right now. It's on television. A lot of people are seeing this.
We're on television. Jeez, John.
Ladies and gentlemen, for your information,
My name is Arthur Palace. John's former colleague in the Rutgers English department. Also, John's romantic rival, although I wouldn't. Although, to be honest, wouldn't call it much of a rivalry, John.
Please don't talk that way about her. I loved her.
I didn't. You know what, John? I'm gonna go watch you fail.
Fine. It's nice to see so many young people out here. It's like when they let me use the lecture hall. And I was feeling the creative juices flowing just before the start of the show, and I decided to write something about the way I was feeling. She was sitting in the front. She had blonde hair. She might have been here with a lover, but I didn't care. Because I couldn't help myself. My mind started to drift. To her, I was a stranger, but then I thought, what if? What if we left this TV show? I couldn't help but ponder. What if we were meant to be? My mind started to wander. The places I've dined alone, I dreamt that I would take her. I dreamt the smell of her perfume, us dancing to Chet Baker. I dreamt of lighting candles. I dreamt of getting naughty. Her hair went back in ecstasy as I diddle with her body. Maybe it's something a little sexier. Rolling in each other's spills upon this filthy floor. My mouth just like Magellan with a vulva to explore. I dreamt indulging in a fetish too personal to mention. Her with a rubber dog mask and a vibrating extension. I dreamt this in a carnal state of bed soaked with sweat and lube. And I dreamt us both post-coitus, watching game shows on the tube. I don't believe in destiny. I've ruled out a God above. I don't believe in many things, but I do believe in love. But it can't happen unless they take that step. The girl that I think's the best. I ask her out to dinner, and her reply is,
Oh, no, thank you.
shut the fuck up, Henry.
Hey, John, one sec. I gotta. Hold on.
What are you doing?
Call Barbara.
Don't call Barbara.
Call Barbara.
Don't call Barbara.
Okay. Hi, Num Nums.
I called him that.
What? Oh, you're such a bad girl.
Can you just have this conversation?
You gotta
off
come
the
down
air?
to MNN right now. John Gentle is hosting a television show. I know. It's hilarious. Okay? I love you too. I love you more. Bye, baby. Continue, John.
If you ask me, I think she was an idiot to say no to a guy like you.
Thanks,
You
but you
remember?
could sit down.
It's me. Remember Grace Pollock? I was in your intro to poetry class. I wrote that poem, Rainbow Over the Garden State.
I'm sorry, I don't remember, but thank you for coming.
Maybe
and-
just don't recognize me since I ditched the glasses and got my ears pierced.
Well, Well, thank you for coming.
I love your poems.
Fine. I guess we do the guess now? Who is that? Okay, I think I wikied him before. You guys just, sort of swivel. Jake. They're swiveling, so just be careful as you navigate. Hi, ladies and gentlemen, Jake Fogelnest.
Hi.
The buildup.
How are you?
Good.
I'm just a little shaken up because
No. I received one instruction, and that was, so how are you?
like I said, I'm a little shaken up. There's
How is Los Angeles?
good. I'm doing very well in show business, so I'm a bit bi-coastal right now. I'm hanging out in New York for a while, maybe for good, but I still have a place in LA.
Yeah, the most beautiful city in the world, I think, right?
New York or Los Angeles?
New York.
I would say New York just for the crowd excitement.
I've never really left the tri-state area, to be honest.
Can I ask just a personal? I mean, I know you're supposed to do the interview. Can I just ask a question? You don't teach at Rutgers anymore?
Anymore.
His legacy lives on.
His legacy of impropriety.
You're everything that's disgusting about jazz.
Is that like sex? Like the sex is disgusting and raw and physical and sweaty.
I mean, at its best, yeah, but it's.
Thank you. So I think I saw that you used to be a panelist on a show called Best Week Ever.
Yeah, there's a show in the mid 2000s where people would talk about the news of the week, and everybody on it became famous except for me.
Well, you're famous to me.
Oh, thank you.
What would?
Absolutely fair.
Never seen you before.
I assure you, I'm doing very well.
You look great.
Thank you. I used to do a public access
I'm
show.
hosting.
Okay.
What would you call your best week ever?
I would actually say it was last summer when I came to this realization that, like, oh, I'm exactly where I kind of want to be in my career. I was very much newly in love with somebody, and it was the first time that I could relax.
What happened to her?
It ended in December. Yeah. No, for sure it ended. But it's fine.
Endings. They're in books and they're in movies, but are they really in life?
Yeah, no,
I
for
wouldn't
sure.
say so. There's a woman I fancied for a while, and I think she kind of went through a psychotic phase, and
It's quite psychotic.
let's play a little word association.
Okay, sure, why not?
So I'm just going to say some things that spark in my mind, and whatever they spark in your mind.
Okay.
Jazz.
Disgusting.
Thank you. Clitoris.
Lawsuit.
Brown.
Did you say brown?
Brown, yeah.
Oh no.
The color.
Yeah, no, I'm aware. The college.
Oh,
Yeah.
I'd love to
Just
teach
trying to
that.
take it any other way.
Scrabble.
Wordplay.
Triscuit.
Cracker.
What are you working on now?
I wrote on the. Yeah.
Let me get that.
Yeah.
Things are going real good, huh, John?
John, if you
Should I buy it?
Yeah, here you go. Here, go ahead. Someday.
You just give him your credit card?
And please return that drive to Shanali when you're done.
I'll do it after the show.
Yeah.
I forgot what I was doing.
I'm working on so much.
Yeah.
There's a Wet Hot American Summer series coming to Netflix.
That like about your youth, like your wet, hot American summers?
Yeah, it was a
There's
movie.
this girl, Denise.
Oh boy.
She was wet, sopping wet, and boy was she hot.
It's sort of like just a comedy show, and the guys from the Michael Showalter and David Wayne. So I was a writer on that, and then there's a show coming to Hulu that I was writing on called Difficult People with Billy Eichner and Julie Klausner.
Oh, I know Julie Klausner.
Yeah. You know Julie Klausner?
Yeah. I met her at Joe's Pub once.
Yeah.
I like to hang out there.
You like to hang out at Joe's Pub?
Yeah.
You should see Bridget Everett. Her show there is fantastic. She's great. Yes.
Somebody write that down. What else?
And then Billy on the Street is coming back, which I read on that.
Are you Billy?
I'm not Billy. No, Billy. That's a guy named Billy Eichner who runs around. He's on Parks and Rec.
I heard that reference before, but I'm not.
It's a show on a comedy show on NBC.
You mentioned before you had a public access talk show?
I did. I started on public access in 1994. I did a show out of my bedroom that it was called Squirt TV, and it became popular.
All right, now you're getting inappropriate.
It was a strategic choice to call it Squirt TV because this was the time where there was a program guide that would scroll through, and I thought if I called the show Squirt TV, then I would get weirdos and perverts tuning in, and because they'd be like, "Oh, this is some real public access filth," and then they would be greeted by a 15-year-old boy like, "Hey, here's Devo music video," and the formula worked.
That's how you got your rocks off.
Yeah. You're a horrid man. There was a murder here tonight that I feel
think we
like
got a
we're
video.
not addressing.
We're gonna cut to. Do we have a video? An essay. Oh, my friend Joe Pera. Ladies and gentlemen, my friend Joe Pera. This is Jake.
Yeah.
This is an old pupil of mine.
Oh, okay.
Real bright guy.
Uh-huh.
He was telling me about this essay he had. I didn't think he was going to read it on the air, but great. Oh, yeah, thank you for volunteering. We need content. Give him a mic.
Don't tell me what to do. You pathetic, puny man. How you doing, Joe? Great to see you.
Joe Pera.
Joe.
This is a personal essay I wrote in Professor Gentle's class. I remember the day I realized that not all old movies were boring. Meet Me in St. Louis was on TV, and they were singing on a trolley. Then the camera pulled back to show that Carrie Bradshaw was watching it. It was a Sex and the City movie, and it was very good. Of all the cameos in that film, I was not expecting Judy Garland. Usually, I'm only thinking about movies for half my evening walk, but this image stayed in my head all 3 times I circled the park. Sarah Jessica Parker, alone on New Year's, watching an old Judy Garland movie for proof of love's existence. And me and millions of other girls looking to a Sarah Jessica Parker movie for proof of love's existence. But proofs are for logic class. Life is more like advanced placement. What the heck? Finding evidence of love in real life is hard. The girls who work at bakeries are only amused the first time you mispronounce chocolate ganache. The girls who work at bookstores are only amused the first time you ask for the Will I Am Faulkner section. And none of them like being called toots. So to see Sarah Jessica Parker on screen as regular old Carrie Bradshaw experiencing these same heartaches is comforting. But if after 6 seasons, countless relationships, New York, Mexico, Paris, Carrie can't find true love, what hope is there for the rest of us? Perhaps, diary, love is a Tinkerbell that we need to believe in for it to exist. And though the ups and downs of dating in the big city may shake our faith in it from time to time, Carrie and Big are a reminder that someday we too will find someone, even if it takes a ruined wedding at the New York Public Library. File, save. I close my laptop and look out my window to see the falling snow. Heck, I think, and grab my winter coat. I did leave my gloves at that cozy bar down the street. Perhaps I'll find them there, along with a kind, caring woman who doesn't have weird, hairy nipples. Part 2.
I'm coming out. I want the world to know. Got to let it show. I'm coming out. I want the world to know. Got to let it show.
Part 3. So what happens after love is found? I wondered as I inserted a Sex and the City 2 DVD. Has anybody seen that movie? Well, basically, they all pick up and take a trip to an expensive resort in the Middle East. And there's a real scene where Miranda lowers the window of one of the custom Maybach luxury cars that they've got, one for each of them, and says, "Come on, ladies, we got a lot of Abu Dhabi to do." Abu Dhabi do. So maybe it's not about finding love, but the journey we take to find it. And spending a few crazy nights with the ladies on the way. Hit it.
Coming out. I'm coming out. Miranda.
This is a special part 4. Lindsay, please give me a call.
Real talent. Real talent.
Thank you, Mr. Gentle.
Thank you for doing this.
Anytime.
Yeah, it's a real talent. Joe Pera. I was just talking to the director. I was recently in an NJN piece that talked about one of my favorite artists. And if I'm going to be introducing you to really talented people, this guy blows Joe Pera out of the water. So ladies and gentlemen, let's meet Damon Dawes. When you think about art, it's sort of a prism in which we examine real life. You know, day-to-day events, they unfold as abstractions, and I think Damon's work exemplifies that more than anyone. Each piece is like a cracked mirror in which you see a reflection of ourselves and real life, too.
I make memes. We all have voices that we use to express ourselves. I just use memes to express mine. When you look at one of my memes, I want you to look at it not with your eyes, but with your heart. And also with your eyes, because you can't see anything with your heart.
Memes are like the clarion call of the proletariat. You open up a newspaper, it's like War and Peace, there's so many words in there. A meme, it's like a cave drawing. It's succinct, it gets to the point, and it will last for generations. And I know Damon's work is going to last for generations, too.
I was going through a real hard time. I was strung out, getting fucked up all the time. My parents had kicked me out, had to live in my boyfriend's car. My little sister wasn't giving me free shit no more at Dairy Queen. Like Kurt Cobain had died like 14 years ago. Shit just like wasn't looking good for me. And then somebody showed me one of Damon's memes, the Finn Diesel one, and that just like changed my life. I started and renewed my subscription to Zoo Books. Yeah, and now I'm like, I don't know where I'd be if it wasn't for Finn Diesel and Damon's work.
People look at my memes and dismiss them, you know, all these old farts will say, you know, that's a meme, that can't be art. It's about something, it's about a culture, it's about an idea. That one's about Ferguson and the anger and the helplessness we feel when the people that we trust to protect us turn against us. And also, it's got Burt Reynolds' head on a bird, and, you know, yeah, that's funny.
Damon changed my fucking life. He saved it. Because those memes came out of nowhere at the time. And so, like, when I saw the one about, what was it?
It was the Alligatorade.
Alligatorade, and it was like, funny, man. So I'm getting that tatted on my back. Because that's funny forever.
Have you talked to Damon about Gideon Wilkes yet?
Gideon Wilkes? I don't want to talk about it.
Damon and I, we went to art school together. I met in art school. Sort of gravitated towards each other. Then at a gallery opening, I debuted my first meme. Cow, that's what I call moo sick.
Meme, it spread like wildfire. You know, everybody was talking about it. The Weinsteins optioned it for a film. Gideon was a star, and Damon hasn't made a meme since.
That was my meme. He stole it.
No, I did not steal that. It's a pun. Anyone can think of a pun. I thought of it first.
They haven't spoken in over 3 years. It's kind of like the longest running feud in the internet art world.
It's hard to communicate with someone that is not on Ello.
Artists are difficult people. Artists are difficult people. Artists are difficult people. Artists are difficult people, and I'm a difficult person too, because I'm an artist as well.
Today we're releasing the first meme. This is the first one that I've released in 2 years now. It's a picture of popular singer Peebo Bryson, and then I cut out his head, and then I put it on a bison. And so at this point, I believe, you know, we just wait for the likes and the upvotes and the adulation to roll in. I don't even know if it's getting any response yet. How do I go to my... Do you think it's because it's Arbor Day? It's gonna refresh? Maybe my refresh is broken. I don't know how to use this. I usually post my memes on Yahoo. Well, there were only 15 people at the first Velvet Underground concert, so, you know, maybe the 2 people who upvoted me will go on to create memes, just like Lou Reed. If I couldn't be a meme artist, that's like asking a dragon if you couldn't be a dragon, what would you be? You'd be a dragon because he is a dragon, and he can't not be a dragon.
Damon won't be appreciated as the genius he is until he's dead. Van Gogh, he toiled in obscurity and he died broke and alone. If all goes well for Damon, so will he.
When's this thing gonna be done? Can I get Damon's email address? Maybe his phone number? Where does he live in now?
No, you cut that. All right, I don't know if you guys came here to get funky, but we got a musical guest now we're gonna throw to. Ladies and gentlemen, Washer.
Job now, I'm acting like a slob. Moved into a new place, but I haven't seen her face. So many things I said I do, but all I do is sit and stew. Come across as a snot, all I wanna do is ride. And all I think about is ride. Subway as a hearse, 10 by 75 feet to think about your life for 30 minutes at a time. Hostile contact, strangers' eyes, trouble speaking throats and night. All I wanna do is ride, and all I think about is ride. Trust me, listen, I'll complain. Self-innocent, self-restraint. Otherwise, they're real like fiction. Do things worse than competition. All alone in his God, all he thinks about is ride. And all I wanna do is ride.
Oh my goodness. So, tell me about yourselves.
I'm Mike.
Mike?
This is Kieran.
Kieran. Where are you guys from? Long Island. It's still?
No. No.
We are still from there.
Where'd you come from?
But tonight?
Yes.
Brooklyn. You're from Brooklyn.
What's where can we find out more about Washer?
The internet. okwasher.bandcamp.com.
Okay, you got some like records up there or something?
Yep, got a split 7-inch with a band called Big Ups.
Woo!
And a tape.
Yeah, now that's a good name. You guys playing any shows?
Yep, we're playing a show on Monday at Trash Bar, and then Palisades in March with
Palisades
Pera.
Mall?
Huh?
Palisades Mall?
Yeah.
That's a big gig.
Bringing a whole slew of people out.
You got a big Ferris wheel there.
I'm excited about that one.
All right, now we're gonna read. Now we're gonna read some erotica. I'll just sit, right? All right. Yeah, swivel. A young Sally Field wiped the post-Hummer shine off her chin as Jacques lit a hash cigarette. She had just met this mysterious writer, but for some reason she had to have him. You see, Jacques was a bit of a loner, and being from small-town France, he didn't fit in with the hipper-than-down Denzians of late 60s Greenwich Village. But he decided to strike up a conversation with the actress when he spotted her at a dingy NYC diner, and it led to ecstasy. And then the rest of it I wrote as a play. Can I have a volunteer? No, not you. How about you? Would you mind joining me? Hey, so you're going to be playing young Sally Field.
Am I going to regret this?
No obligation.
Jake.
This is why he was suspended permanently.
No.
From
Look,
Rutgers.
are you an adult? Are you an adult?
What happens if I say yes?
When we continue with the erotica. Okay, good. So these are your lines, and you have the first one.
Shock? Rail me again with that stiffy of yours.
Sally Field, you are my muse, but I must work on my poetry now. I've been making you climax for hours.
But you haven't even touched my rear end.
That's not true.
Your shoulders look tense.
Sally Field begins to massage Jacques. Sally Field, I have something to admit to you. Growing up in small-town France, I was a bit of a loser.
Hush, in the race of life, we all start slow, but you're a winner now. You certainly finished me clit-wise.
Your area was sopping wet. I felt like I was trying to clog a crack in the Hoover Dam.
I love you.
Thanks, I get that a lot. But I don't want you to think I'm all attitude. I have a soft, sensitive side, too.
John, you seem like the perfect combination of sweetheart and cool guy. If all men were like you, we wouldn't be in Vietnam right now. You see the beauty in turnpikes and the magic in crossword puzzles. I think you're the missing piece of my life puzzle. Take me back to New Jersey with you and allow me to stay by your side forever.
I'm sorry, but I can't. I'll break your heart. I love too much. I appreciate a woman's body too much. I appreciate a woman's soul too much. This is the albatross I carry with me. I'm in love with being in love, and I can't share it because I'll break your heart.
That must be why it seems like you're so lonely all the time.
That's why.
I understand. My feelings can't ever change for you, but if yours do, you know how to find me. Remember me, okay?
I'll never forget you, Sally Field. Sally Field turns to leave, but stops.
Oh, and John, about that soft, sensitive side of yours, do you think I could rim it?
I beg your pardon? Sally Field begins to rim John Gentle.
No.
Thank you. What was it? You could keep it.
Oh, vile.
What was your name?
Sally.
Sally.
Sally Field.
We should connect. I really felt like there was some real sparks there.
You're pathetic. John.
You're gonna talking to a mic.
Doesn't work.
Who mic'd you?
I don't know. It was the nice man back there. John, I have a surprise for you. Barbara Num Nums. There she is, my beauty queen. Sweetie. Oh.
I know.
John.
Hi.
You remember Barbara, don't you? A little Barbie doll.
Despite the context in which you're here, I'm so thankful that you came and saw me on TV, and
It's been a riot so far.
thank you. I do have a bit of a sense of humor, and it's kind of showing tonight, but thanks for coming out. I do appreciate it.
Please do not touch me.
Don't you touch her.
Yes, I never want to be touched by you again, John.
That's right.
I never liked your touch. It was like a sandpaper, crow's foot, nails on a chalkboard sort of wet paper towel pillings kind of touch.
I mean, some of those I think contradict one another.
You had a way of bringing them all together. And that way repulsed me to no end. But now I've found all the man that I need and more in Arthur.
Thank you, Num Nums.
Woggle Bear, I love you, and I'm going to do such things to your body after this.
Look, I don't know what you do. I think you're
darling.
going. I think you're going crazy. I think you're making a really bad mistake. This guy's a jerk.
I'm crazy.
Yes.
She is crazy, let me tell you.
No. You stay out of this.
Crazy in love.
Look, maybe I didn't treat you the way I should have, but please don't do this to me on TV.
It's already done, John. The only thing gentle about you should be your exit from the stage.
Don't feel sorry for him. He's a pervert.
And a hack.
I can't take it anymore. You know, you got a lot of nerd coming here talking like that to a man like him. You know, this man's gonna be canonized. He's gonna be in textbooks. He's the next Walt Whitman, the next Edgar Allan Poe, the next Sylvia Plath.
Who? I don't see a man anywhere. I see a small little nothing and some houndstooth, vaguely.
Maybe you should take off your glasses and look into these beautiful, powerful eyes. And you'll see more than you'll ever see when you're because, if, and, or.
Oh.
I don't think we need to listen to this anymore.
No, I'm nauseated.
How old are you, darling?
Old enough.
Good luck, John. We'll visit you at Rawway, right?
No, we won't.
And don't let the door hit you on your way out.
So, what was your name again?
Grace.
Grace.
Pollock.
Those are some of the nicest things I've ever heard anybody say anything about me.
There's nothing. You deserve it and more.
Thanks. I think I do remember you now, but I think you're way more beautiful now than I remember.
Thanks.
Look, I don't know if a girl like you would ever be interested in maybe...
Yes! Yes, you would.
You let me finish going out on a date.
Yes! I would love to. We could go to, I don't know, Russ and Daughters.
I love Russ and Daughters. You love Russ and Daughters?
I basically grew up in Russ and Daughters.
Oh my goodness. Would you be interested in going out maybe this Saturday?
That's Valentine's Day.
Yeah, my name's Jana.
My name's Shasta. This is our dog, Blasphemy.
I work at a tire store doing like customer service stuff. My dad used to be a mechanic, so it's sort of in my blood. He says oil runs through our veins.
Shasta, what do you do during the day?
I go see my friends. Yo, blasphemy! Blasphemy!
Shut up!
Blasphemy!
Shut up!
Blasphemy!
Shut up!
Blasphemy!
We feed him, but like he finds his food on his own. We just cut it up.
Sometimes he finds food. We don't even, like, I don't even buy pickles.
Sorry, dude, you're not gonna be a movie star. Not
Tea.
today. My parents kicked me out. I had to move in with Shasta. He was living in his car. The brakes didn't work too good, so at night we had to buckle up in case the car started rolling. And me and Shasta's getting married now in August. I want to do like something like in nature or something like that, but he's real old-fashioned. Wants to do it like in a movie theater.
Yeah, I want to be like red carpet.
Yeah, I want to be a mom. I feel like I was born to be a mom. Always like taking care of stuff.
And to fuck, though.
Yeah.
And to be a mom.
Yeah, I was born to fuck.
My catchphrase as well as my motto is, that's not right. I always want to make a meme, but I can't figure it out.
I try to help him, but like I'm not creative like that.
Have you guys thought about taking like art classes at the college nearby?
Nah.
No.
You don't really need that. You can do that shit yourself.
Yeah, plus that's gay anyway.
I don't want to be sitting like a fucking caged animal for an hour a day. Are you kidding me? Saving up for gonna get a new computer.
You're gonna get like a gateway.
Yeah.
What's the one with the you take it with you?
Like a laptop?
Ooh.
I've never heard of that brand.
Sounds gay. Well, for a while, like our internet was down. I was going up to gas stations and like looking, asking, what's in your magazines? Do you have memes? I asked them if they had like E-Bombs World, the magazine.
No one's got it.
No, but they did have some Mountain Dew. Are you picking this up, dude?
You're not mic'd on your shirt.
Do you want this back?
There's nothing there.
Hey, can I keep this?
You don't have to talk in your shirt. You just look at me and talk.
Do you want the microphone back, dude?
Just give it back to him.
Is it on?
There is no. I didn't mic you. You're not mic'd.
We could go now.
Are we getting any audio though?
Yeah, we're getting audio. We have a microphone that's pointed at both of you, so don't have. It's right there on the camera. Yeah.
Oh, that's what that
I was
shit.
really worried.
Holy shit! The whole time I was looking at that, like, who
nuts.
the fuck is that?
What is that?
That's
oh man.
We should meme that.
We should meme that. Thanks for coming over, you guys.
Yeah.
You, are you all right? Or
standing straight up.
I'm not gonna lie, a lot's happened tonight. Just, you know. Obviously, you're gonna be feeling some things, and I think you should allow yourself to feel whatever those feelings are.
Late Wednesday night, I start to head home. I'm not looking forward to dinner alone. I don't have a family, no father, no son. Kids that work at ShopRite call me dinner for one. I have no need for plates because my dinners come in trays, and I have no one's hand to hold when it's time to say grace. And I'd say thanks to God, but he doesn't exist. Wouldn't let nobody live a life like this.
You know,
I want to take a one-way flight right into the sun. I don't have a ticket, but I do have a gun.